One of the greatest things about positivity is that it helps us know how to be happier day by day. We've got some clear tips for you today. Stick around clear till the end because we've got a little surprise for you. When I think about happiness and how positivity can contribute to that, I think of my friend Elias. Elias Hernandez is a Live on Purpose certified coach, and he's one of the happiest guys that I know. I think he understands this. Elias, you've learned some things about happiness, haven't you?
Yeah. When I was little, my mom used to say something that is stick with me like my entire life. And what she said is, life is a beautiful thing if you know how to live it. I don't know if she totally understood the meaning of that, but I always carried that with me. And thinking of happiness drove me to the definition of what happiness was, and I wanted to get to that point. So I went to the dictionary, and I found the definition of happiness, and guess what it said in there?
I'm curious.
It says, a state of being happy. What a definition.
Wait, happiness is a state of being happy.
Being happy, exactly.
I'm still thinking about what your mom told you too. That life is a great thing if you know how to live it, if you do it right, basically.
Yes.
And that's really what we're after, isn't it? Happiness. The definition is kind of funny, but really, how else are we going to define it? If you're happy, you're good. That's all you want.
I did find some words that helped me to get my definition of happiness in a way that is more clear to me.
Okay.
For example, joy. Mm-hmm. I would say like there are levels, joy. When you are feeling accomplished, that's like another big part of feeling happy. When you receive something, that makes you feel good. Mm-hmm. What about when you do something for someone? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That sense of contribution makes you feel like full.
Yes. You're describing something that I think philosophers and authors have tried to describe for years, right? What does happiness mean? What is it? And it's that sense of life is good. You said full or rich. And it comes from a lot of different places. You've also done some thinking about that, right?
I have.
Where does happiness come from? How do we create it?
That comes from my own experience. Mm-hmm. When I was little, I dreamed to become a soccer player. Mm-hmm. And I have like tons of friends that we had the same kind of thoughts.
The real football.
Yeah. Yeah. So we wanted to be soccer players, and I thought I was pretty good at it. Same thing they did. They thought they were pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. But something didn't go right. That's called life. Life happened. A lot of us, we didn't become what we thought we were going to become. Going back to that, those times, like dreaming of being a soccer player didn't really make us think of the money or the lifestyle. Mm-hmm. It made why we wanted to be that is because that was something we loved to do.
Because you love it. Right.
That was something like we find passion to do.
Right.
Well, as you can tell, I didn't become a soccer player. A professional soccer player at least. I became a chef.
Yes.
In New York City. I grew up in a small town in Mexico. And I had to move 2,000 miles away from home to follow my dreams.
Yeah.
But I never dreamed of becoming a dishwasher.
Right.
Nobody plans to move to New York City
to wash dishes.
Exactly. So what I did here, it's living through all those steps. I learned to love what I did, and I always was happy.
Wait, you mean like even while you're washing dishes?
Yes.
Just be present love what you're doing while you're doing it.
Yes. I understood that would make a difference. Little by little,
Yeah.
that made me to think of the advantages that a happy person has against people that are not very happy with life.
You just pointed out something really powerful, Elias. Because sometimes we tell ourselves, I'll be happy when.
That's right.
After I achieve this or accomplish that. When I become a chef or a professional soccer player, then I'll be happy. What you're saying is, you can achieve happiness day by day, in the moment, now, if you are fully present and you love what you're doing, no matter what it is.
Exactly.
Even if it's washing dishes?
Exactly. You need to know this. Like, just like success, you heard this probably many, many times. Success is not a destination. It is a journey.
It's the journey.
Happiness is the same way. Happiness, it's the same way that when you take this journey, you may take some breaks, you may rest a little bit, but the most important thing is to keep going. To keep going. And why you say day by day? Have you heard that success or happiness, you cannot buy that with money?
That's for sure.
You cannot buy that with money. But you can rent it. Do you know that?
You can rent it?
Yes.
Tell me what you mean.
You rent it, but you don't have to pay it with money. You pay it with small, simple acts. How often is due? Every day. So you have to pay your rent every day.
Life happens now. Not after you accomplish whatever you're going to do. Well, yeah, it happens then too. But the whole point is you get to live your life now and claim that happiness now through your mindset, through the way that you look at things. And I think that's the powerful part about your story, Elias. And all of us have that. Dreams that we have, and then life happens and something else happens instead. That doesn't mean you can't be happy. In fact, we've known forever that happiness and success go together. Probably it's the same thing, right? If you're happy, you're successful.
You're successful. Exactly. Like I don't know anyone that can be successful. Well, actually I do. People that are successful that's why it's important for you to define your own. You know exactly the things that makes you feel joy. Mm-hmm. Things that bring me joy might not bring you joy. Mm-hmm. Things that make me sad might not make you sad, might bring you joy. So who knows? So that's why it's important for you to find your own definition of happiness, because you know yourself. You know yourself. You have an opinion of yourself, and you know the direction you want to take more than anyone else.
Yes.
Or at least that should be.
I think an important piece of what we're discussing here today, Elias, is that happiness is not something that you can find somewhere. You can create it, you can experience it, but it's not something you're going to discover or find out there as you look around. In fact, Wayne Dyer said it this way. He said, people stumble around through life trying to find the way to happiness. They don't get it. The way is happiness. Exactly. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be washing dishes and still experience that happiness. And that puts you in a position that makes it more likely that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish. Becoming a chef, for example.
Yes. Like, I work with people. Like, I love working with people. And people, like, from different backgrounds, different cultures, even different colors. Mm-hmm. Okay? And they all have their own story. They all have their own dreams. And when I see them getting closer to that, and even if I help a little bit, just a little bit, you can tell that makes me happy, because
that lights you up.
Contribution is, I feel that contribution is one of those things that makes me feel alive, that makes me feel on the game.
Right.
So making the difference in other people's life is not my responsibility to make everyone happy. And it's not the responsibility to make me happy. Mm-hmm. I need to take responsibility on my own hands, on my own happiness.
Right.
In other words, happiness is your choice. Happiness is your choice.
Well said. Happiness. It's a choice after all, isn't it, Elias?
It is.
You can connect with Elias Hernandez at liveonpurpose.coach, where you'll find other certified Live on Purpose coaches that speak a variety of languages, at least in this case. And it's good to know that we have support as we choose happiness day by day. We'll be here at Live on Purpose TV day by day. Hope to see you tomorrow.